Good morning and welcome to today's verse. Today's verse is a powerful, powerful verse, and it speaks to what the Lord was about to endure the night that he was betrayed. It says in John 13:31, it says this, "So when he had gone out, Jesus said, the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him." Everything had begun to be set in motion for the Lord to finish the work, what he set out to do. The very reason for him to be born, to come into this world, was to satisfy our sin debt once and for all and secure perfect righteousness for all that would believe in him. That he would do this by the way of the cross. And if the disciples had understood what he meant and what was going to happen ahead of time, I imagine they would have thought, being glorified? How can you say you're being glorified? What's ahead of you? For the night, Judas is going to betray you. Soldiers are going to come arrest you. They're going to set up this mock trial. They're going to ridicule you, abuse you. They're going to crucify you, and they're going to kill you. How are you being glorified? Well, he's being glorified in that his perfect obedience will be demonstrated on the cross. His perfect love for mankind will be demonstrated on the cross. He will glorify God the Father for fulfilling his will that we might have a way back to him. He will defeat Satan, death, and the grave. He will defeat the one who has the power of death, that is Satan. There will be no longer a need to fear death because Jesus has won the victory. He speaks in past tense, saying he's glorified. The Son of Man is now glorified. There's no turning back. Jesus was determined to fulfill perfect obedience. He is the ideal man. He is the ideal representation of man. Therefore, he is able to secure perfect righteousness for all mankind that put their trust, their faith, their confidence in him. That he would glorify the Father. He would fulfill the Father's will for mankind. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Yes, if the disciples had understood what was ahead of him, they would have thought this was not a way of victory. This was not a way for you to be glorified. This is a way, the cross is a way of defeat. Even remember, Peter thought this when the Lord revealed to the disciples at Caesarea Philippi that he was to be turned over to evil and wicked men and to be crucified. And Peter said to him, far be from you, Lord, that this thing should ever happen to you. And what did Jesus say to him? He rebuked him and said, "Get ye behind me, Satan, for you're not mindful of the things of God, but of the things of man." And part of the temptation when the Lord was tempted by the devil in the wilderness is that he was trying to get him to go some way other than the cross. No, it is the way of the cross that brings glory to the Son. It is the way of the cross that brings glory and honor to the Father. And Jesus was perfectly obedient to fulfill the will of God. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate upon this verse. It would be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you would have a great day, have a safe day. And then tune in again tomorrow. Yes, as we consider today's verse. Amen.